hope my screen is visible. Yes, I think so. It is visible. So what we are going to do in today's session, I'll share this, whatever things I'm writing on my whiteboard, everything will get shared in a PDF so that you guys can use these things as a reference. Okay, so let me write down this one, NIPDA. Okay. Okay. So what are the things we are going to cover in today's class? Okay, Roshni Ali, AI, data analytics, cyber security, soft computing, Purva Jain, AI Scrum. Okay, Swati Chaudhary, assistant professor at SAIT Indore. Okay, my area of interest ML, NLP, AI in healthcare. Good. Kiran Baroda, IoT India. Okay, awesome. Okay, you guys can keep sending the message. I'll meanwhile, while you are sending the message, I'll set up the agenda for the session, what we are going to cover. Number one, we will see how to build an API. Okay, and what is API, what it does, everything will get covered in the session. What is API? And everything is a practical. Don't worry. No theory, nothing. Everything is a practical. End-to-end coding you will see. And not only coding, you guys will do in your laptop. So what is API? We will cover FastAPI today's session. And if you can cover the FastAPI, I think most of the things will be clear. Means you need to learn all the framework called Flask or Django, whatever it is. Then second, we will see agentic framework, agentic system. But before that, what are the things we are going to learn? What is agentic? What is agent and why it needed? So what is agent? Before that, we will cover what is agent and why it needed. Okay, why it needed. Next, third, we will build a RAG system, and again, what is RAG and why it needed, everything will be covered. What and why, everything will be get covered, but we are going to cover these three things. And fourth, last but not the least one, we will see the agentic system and we'll implement this agentic system to do the stock analysis. Okay, majorly we are going to cover the something called fintech domain, but if you guys having the healthcare domain, you can implement it. This is something called state of art. You can implement wherever you want it to be implemented. Okay, by the way, in between of the class, I may use some Hindi jargons and all those things. I believe most of the people are joining from the north side. It's not a problem, right? If there is any problem, just let me know. I can keep continuing in English. No problem. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Let's begin. Acha. Before getting started with the coding, let me also do one round of thing. I will create a repository and I'll share with you all so that you guys can take a clone of the GitHub code, copy the code and you can use it. So I'm going to create a repository called NIPDA. Is that it was a NIPDA? 1 minute, just a second. Okay. And okay, I will make it as a public for now, but it will get a private once you will get it will get shared. Okay, so add readme, add a git ignore, I'll add a Python. So you guys can create your repository. Means GitHub profile, it's like how you create an Instagram account. It's the same. And I'll not add any open source license and create a repository. So I'm creating a repository. My repository has been created. I will clone this repository and I'm showing you end to end so that how you can start a project is a major important part, right? So if you can see, this is my directory. I'll go to my desktop and I'll go my Rajesh archive and we have a teaching folder, and inside of teaching folder, I'm going to create one folder called NIPDA. Okay, and there I'm going to clone the repository. Okay, how to clone the repository? Again, it's a very simple. You can open any of your terminal. 1 minute, escape colon q, and yeah, so that I'll zoom it. I'll clear my screen. you can use any kind of command prompt or whatever. Means if you are using Mac, you can open your terminal. I'm using Mac. If you are in Windows, you can open your command prompt or git bash wherever. Means in Windows, how it works majorly, what I know, you can go to your directory, right click, and you will see the option called git bash here. You can click and you can open this. But Mac and Linux user, everyone having the unified terminal. From single terminal, you can access all the applications. So I will go to my repository git desktop. Then we have a Rajesh. I know because it's my laptop, so I know where I kept all those things. Archive. We have a teaching and we have a nifta folder. And in here I will clone that. Git clone, and that repository. This is the repository. I will clone it. So my repository has been cloned. Now if I will go, if I'll check nifta, we have a folder
Rajesh,
called nifta.
your screen is not visible if you are sharing anything.
Oh, is it? I'm sharing my screen. 1 minute. Let me share once again. Is it visible now?
No, not visible.
Oh, strange. Just a second. No, it is not visible. Still?
Yes, not visible.
Okay. Now is it visible? I'm sharing my. Is it visible now?
No, Rajesh, it is not visible. You have to click and share the entire window, I think.
I'm sharing entire window actually.
It is not happening, Rajesh. I think you rejoin then, or what? 1 second.
Okay, let me join then. Let me share my screen once again and just let me know if you guys can see my screen. Is it visible now?
Yes, Rajesh, it's visible now.
Okay, okay. Then I don't know what happened. Let me share once again. Okay. Just Pankaj sir, can you please confirm? Is it visible now?
Yeah, Rajesh, it is now visible.
Okay,
so you
thank
can just give a brief of whatever
Sure.
people may have missed, right? And then
Yeah, sure. Okay, very first you have to create one Instagram account. Okay, I call it every platform as an Instagram account because people can connect easily. This is your GitHub Instagram. You can go simply, I'll open in incognito mode, search for github.com. It's a very simple github.com. And here is the beautiful UI. You will get it and create a sign up. And you can sign up with Google if you are a new on the platform and just create account. No one has taught you how to create an Instagram account. So here also not needed to how to create an Instagram account, GitHub account. It's a very simple, create account, done. You are done. Once you create an account, you will reach at this place. Once you will create an Instagram account, you will reach at this place. Okay. In my case, it is showing multiple things because many people fork my repository, clone my repository, or hit a star marks, everything. So you may not able to see this kind of thing, but in your case, it will be blank. So what you can do, very first thing, you can click on new. Okay. So new, and here you can create a repository. I'm going to create it from scratch. Don't worry. I'm going to create it once again from scratch. Nifta, and I'm going because with this Nifta name already one repository is available in my system. So I'm not going to use that one. I will create another repository called Nifta new, and here I will check the visibility. If you want to make this repository as a public repository, you can make it public, or else you can make it private. If you will make it private, you can give the access to whom you want to share your code. So as of now, I'm making it public, but for sure, whenever you will get this code, it become a private. Okay. So I'm making it public so that everyone can access in this class. And here is the template. Forget about the template for now. Later on, I'll discuss it out. And there is something called add readme. Can you see this? Readme is basically is needed whenever you are creating a project. What is the need of it? How to launch the application? Everything will be available. It's called readme. So I'll keep the readme on. And here is the git ignore. You can select the git ignore for the Python, because most of the code we are going to write a Python. Okay, so all those things we will use the AI assistant to do all those things. Don't worry, you have to know the code and all those things. You don't need to know the any code. Everything we will use with the help of AI. Today in the 21st century, the era of writing a code got changed. We will use the AI logic, AI assistant to write our code, and we are going to work as an application developer. We are not going to become a something called software developer or AI engineer. AI engineer is needed because your skills, whatever topic logic and whatever terminology like a classification report, confusion matrix, decision tree, these are the called terminology. You are a subject matter expert. You will give the, because you are a subject matter expert, you will give the instruction better to the AI. But let's suppose if I'm not a subject matter expert, let's suppose everything we have a robot. Okay, and robot can do whatever I want it to be do. Let's suppose if I have to cook a something called gajar ka halwa, right? If I'm not a subject matter expert, I cannot give the instruction how much milk he has to put, how much gajar it has to put, how much sugar it has to put. But you as a subject matter expert, he or she can give the instruction betterly to the robot, and robot can follow that instruction. Similarly, here also we are going to do the same thing. We'll use all those things, AI platform like a Cursor, GitHub Copilot, or anti-gravity, everything, all we are open for all the AI platform. We are not going to learn any code from scratch. Okay, so let's go ahead so that we can understand how the things of coding paradigm is getting changed. Right now, we are going to select called Python, and license no need to select because it's open source, means we are going to make it private for now. Sure, I'm going to create a repository. Okay, this nibda new repository has been created. Once it gets created, you can see here, and you all can access this this repository here. So I'm sharing my repository link. So just click on that link so that you guys can understand this link is visible to you or not. Okay, so once the link has been created, once the repository has been created, I will clone the repository. Okay, so what I will do, go to your file explorer. I will delete this. I'll delete this folder so that you guys can understand what I'm trying to do. So I will delete this repository, move to bin, and I'll create a new folder called nifta. Okay, and inside of this folder I have to go and I have to open my terminal. In window you can see there is on top bar, there is an option called copy the path. You can copy it out, no problem. But as of now I'm going to do something called, again I will go, I'll clear my screen. You can open your terminal. I'll keep open my chat so that please repeat, sir. Okay, what you have to do, you have to create your repository. It's like a creating your post. Again, I'm connecting with the social media so that you guys can understand what you are doing. You are going to create a post on Facebook or Instagram, and you are going to post this post, right? So that user can put a hit, like, subscribe, right? Similar here also is there. Can you see this? A star button means people are putting a hit, like button. So likewise, I'm going to create my post. Okay, and that post can be public or private. So here I created one post. Now the next is, once the post has been created, now I wanted to do some changes in my post in my local machine. What I can do, it's a GitHub is called shared repository. It's like your drive for the code. So once the project has been created, you can see there is a green button. Okay. Yes, sir. Ujjwal, sir. Did you understand what we did it? Like a create a repository. That's all. And once the repository has been created, we are going to click on code and copy this repository link. That's all. Okay. Once the repository has been created, you clone this repository. You have to clone this repository into the directory wherever you want it to do. So I know, because it's my laptop, I know where is my folder I created, Rajesh archive, and inside of archive we have a nifta. Oh, sorry, teaching. Inside of teaching we have a nifta, and inside of this nifta folder I'm going to create clone my repository. So git clone and this repository. Okay, this repository will get cloned, and you can see inside of nifta, if I'll do ls nifta new, is one folder has been created. So cd nifta new, and I will go there and I have only readme.md. Okay, so everyone has cloned this repository. You can create your own repository. You don't need to clone my repository. Okay, You no need to clone my repository. Again, I'm repeating, you have to clone your own repository. You create your repository and clone the repository in your local machine. Okay. Done? Till here, are we okay? Can we get a yes? Okay. So you have to say yes or no. Then only I can understand. Hmm? Hmm. I missed the start of the session. Okay. Okay. You missed the start of the session. No problem. We can create once again. So again, go to your, once you create your GitHub account, I'm repeating again. Okay, don't worry. We are here to learn. So again, go to your repository, click on new, and here you have to fill something, whatever you wanted to do, give your description, give your visibility. You want to make a public or private, you can click on it. And then here you can add a readme.md and git ignore and select the Python. And once you get selected, you can click on Python and add create repository. Repository will get created. I'm not going to create again, but this is the thing. So once the repository will get created, you will see this option. You will see this option called code. Okay. And then copy this URL and clone the repository into your local machine. Like a git clone, this is the command to do that. Git clone. I'm keep sending these links, git clone and your repo URL. Your repo URL. You have to do this. Okay. Don't clone my repository. Again, I am keep repeating this thing. Don't clone my repository. You have to clone your repository. Okay. That's all. Once you clone the repository, that's all. Our job is done. 50% things we have done. Now, next what you have to do, you can install any of the AI assistants. Either you can use the Cursor or GitHub Copilot or Anti-Gravity. I'm a big fan of Cursor. So what you can do, Cursor download, Cursor AI download. And yeah, this one here. If you can go to this website, there is called download for Mac. Because I have Mac, that's what it is showing me, the Mac installation. But if you have a Window or other operating system, we have a different options as well. That is, the options has been already given. So I would request, please go to this website and download and install this application into your machine. Okay. Just download and install into your machine. Now installation is bit simple, like a next, 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 and finish. Okay. Done. Everyone, please do it and just let me know. I'm just waiting for another 5 minutes so that you guys can download this cursor and then let me know. Hmm. Okay. Is recording. Okay, Purva, you can ask. I'll check with the team and then let you know. Okay. Well, this recording is available. I think it should be. Cursor installed. Very good. Awesome. Now, once the cursor has been installed, what we can do. Okay, yes, this recording will be available. Don't worry. Once the cursor will get installed, you will see the cursor window something like this. You can see. In my case, down the line, multiple things is showing, but in your case, you might not see anything. It will be new fresh installation for you, right? So yes, done. Everyone is able to open cursor, and here is the option called setting. Can you see this setting on top right corner? On top right corner, can you see this icon, gear icon? Okay, gear icon. This is called gear icon. Click on it, setting, and here is the option called. In my case, it is saying log out. Okay. In your case, you can see the option called sign in. Are you able to see sign in option? Sign up option is there. Yes, yes, Ujjwal, sir. Sign up option. Do the sign up. Click on sign up. Click on sign up and sign up with your Gmail wherever you have a Gmail, like your personal email account, and do the sign up. Everything will be available. Don't worry. All the things will be available. Post session, yes, recording will be available. Okay, so do the sign up with your Gmail, and once it's done, just let me know you are done. Once yes, yes. Is it done? You guys are able to sign up? Okay. Once the sign up is done, just let me know. Yes. It's a very simple. I'll show you once again. No problem. I'll do the sign out. And in my case, it is saying sign in. I will do the sign in, and you can see this is saying me. You can go. This is my sign in link. If I'll go to this website, yes, here is the option. And it is saying continue with Google. I will do continue with Google only. And this is my mail ID. I'll do the sign in. Okay. You will get a, I think, $20 free to do all those steps, but it's okay. We can complete our all set free to return to the cursor, open cursor. Yes, I am at cursor now. You can see I did a sign in. Now you can see my data and all those things has been completed. Uh, yes, everyone is able to do the sign in. Yes, thank you so much. Now I'll talk about all those things, but for now, if you are interested with the white background, you can do the white background, or if you are interested with the black background layout and all those things, it's all about the cosmetic changes. I'm not worried about these things. Let's come into the open project. There is an option called open project. So I will click on open project. As soon as I will navigate, click on the open project, it will ask me which project you wanted to open. So I have to open that project which I cloned. So go to the desktop. I kept my file inside of desktop. We have something called Rajesh. We have something called archive. We have something called teaching. We have something called NIPTA. Okay. So here NIPTA new is my project. I will open it. Okay. That's all. We are able to open my project inside of my cursor. It's the same kind of thing. If you are able to open aware about VS Code, it's the same interface. Okay, there is no changes in the interface. Right? Done. Everyone is able to open the project. You have to create, you have to open your project, not my project. You have to create your own repository, or else if you don't want to create your repository now, you can create a folder, and that folder you can open here. That's all. That is also will work. Okay. Okay, cool. So if you are able to do this much, if you are able to do this much, what we can do now here onwards, I'm going to create one folder. First agenda is what we are going to talk about APIs. Okay. So I'm going to create a folder called APIs. This is my folder called API. How many of you aware about three dots are not visible? Three dots are not visible. Which three dots you are talking about? Three dots are not visible. Which three dots? I didn't talk about three dot yet. Okay. So top left corner. Are you talking about this three dot? This three dot? No? Yes. Okay. This three dot is basically, if your name is big, that's what a reason. You can drag and you can remove that three dot. That's fine. Leave it. Okay. Now, once you are able to create this folder, APIs folder, what we can do, we have a complete control. This is called AI Assistant Power IDE. It's called IDE stands for development kit. Okay, integrated development kit. So here all the developer will use to write our code and all those things we are going to do. If you can see the left section, right section, can you see this right section? This right section is called chat interface. Here you can give the instructions, and based on the instruction, it will do your job. I'm not going to write any single line of code in today's world. I'll use this platform to do all those things. And also we have an option called switch the agent. We have a different thing. We have an agent mode, we have a planning mode, we have a debug mode, we have a ask mode. What is the difference things is there? Agent mode, it's like you can see you have a robot for you who will do, whenever you will give the instruction, it will do the job for you, behalf of you. That's called agent. Similarly, planning means before doing, you wanted to do the planning. That's called planning. Debugging, let's suppose you have an existing application, and on top of it, if you want to do the debugging, then we can go with the debug. Then we have a ask is basically, let's suppose you have some kind of Q&A based on your coding, you can do that. This is something called whatever, based on the situation what you wanted to select, you can select it out. Then here is the second option called model selection. I believe you guys have logged in very first time, so you can see all the model free. Okay, $20 I think you can get a free, or 45 days or 40 days is a free subscription for Cursor by default. But you guys are coming from a college background, academic background, you might get a free subscriptions as well while doing the sign up. Just do mention you are an educator or from the college. Okay, you in India it was a free for some time for the college students and educators, but I don't know right now what is the situation. Okay, so if you can see, there is something called different type of models are there. Grok code. We have GPT 5.1, GPT Gemini 3, GPT 5.2, 5.1 codex, Sonnet 4.5. Where these options are. While doing the sign up, sir, if it is showing the option like your occupations or something, you can mention your educator means a profession. Like if it is not showing, then means they have removed these things. Yeah. Yeah. If it is not showing, means that option has been removed. Okay. Now I will select something called auto mode. Auto mode is enough for doing this. It's a very small things we are going to do. Okay. So not showing. Not here. Okay. Not here. Not here. Which option you are looking for? That is student account creation you're talking about. Which option you are talking about? Let me see. No, student account will not come here. Once you will go inside of setting, when you are doing the sign up, right? Yes. When you are doing the sign in, you will navigate to the Chrome browser, right? When you navigate to the Chrome browser, then there is an option. There will be option. If it is not showing, means they have removed that option. That's my again question. Like if it is not showing, then no, it's not showing, then that option has been removed. It was earlier they have made free for students, but now that option has been removed. Sorry. Okay. Okay, cool. Next is close my setting, and now let's jump into the our actual development. How many of you aware about APIs? Anybody aware about APIs? What do you mean by the APIs? Let's jump into the bit of theory, not much. I'll take another 5 minutes to make you understand what is API. Let's suppose I have to go, what is API? I'm going to talk about what is API. Let's suppose this is me and I have to go from Bangalore. Right now I am in Bangalore and I have to go call Kolkata. What I will do? Either I can book train or flight, but I am a very immediately I have to go to the Kolkata. I'll take a flight. So what I generally do, I will go some platform called Make My Trip, MMT, Make My Trip. Okay, and inside of Make My Trip, I will book a flight, and that flight I will catch and I'll go to the Kolkata. That's something, it's a straightforward. Now, do you think Make My Trip has any airline services, their own? No, they don't have their own airline services. Means Make My Trip don't have something called Vistara, don't have Akasa, don't have Air India, Vistara, Air India, Akasha. Okay, all those, there is a many airline services are there right now. Indigo is also there. How can we forget? So, so all the airlines are there, but none of the airlines belong to the Make My Trip. But you can book the ticket for all the airlines. How the things is getting work? So how the things is getting work here? We have something called Make My Trip. Okay, MMT. I'm writing MMT, and we have something called Indigo, Akasha, Vistara, Air India. Okay, blah 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 blah. How the things is getting work? Whenever user is coming to the MMT, you are doing the something, right? MMT used to ask what is your source station, what is your destination station, what is your destination station, and date of journey, number of passenger. NOP means number of passenger, how many childrens are there with you, childs are with you, number of child. These are the basic information MMT people used to ask, and then MMT people take this information and route to the different airlines. Okay, I have a customer and this customer want a flight. Tell me, Indigo, do you have any flight on this date of journey? Then Indigo will give list of airlines, flights, list of flights. Akasa will give, Vistara will give. Everyone has their own price model. So how the things is getting work here, just try to understand. In between of these things here, you cannot directly call Vistara, Indigo or Akasa directly, because Indigo has their own tech stack, Akasa they have their own tech stack, Vistara they have their own tech stack, Air India they has their own tech stack. So what they are generally doing, they expose an API. Okay, this is API. So Akasa says, okay, your developer knows Python, no need to worry. I know only Java. I will write my code in Java, but you no need to worry how to call my function. So I will expose that Java code in form of API, and your developer can call my API wherever they wanted to do. So this is called API for Akasa, like this, API for Akasa, similarly API for Vistara, all the things. Then Indigo people is calling, Indigo developer writing their Python code and to call this API, and they are calling this API, just calling this API. Calling is simple. You no need to know whether it's a writing. Let's suppose Indigo wrote their code in Java, this wrote in C#, this wrote in Go language, all the different languages. All the platform is using the different languages based on their convenience. But as an MMT, if they have to call their services, do they need to remember all the code? No, all the codes? No. Its answer is no. I can call API. You expose that service as an API, and I'll call that API, and that API I'll get the answer. So simple. That's what API is there. API stands for application programmable interface. So see, two application is communicating to each other. One application is called MMT, another application is called Indigo. So two application is communicating with each other. That's what it's called as an API. And now we have a two type of APIs are there. One is called REST API, another is called SOAP API. We'll talk about later, but it's a more theoretical question. But as of now, just to make you understand, two type of APIs are there. 90% API, what we are seeing in the market right now, it's all our REST API. SOAP API has gone, almost gone. Only I think in IRCTC or some of the banking sector, they are using still SOAP API, but 90% of APIs nowadays, whatever we are using, it's all our REST API. Okay, now let's jump. I think you guys understood what is API. Now let's jump into our API development. Okay, so let's go to the API folder. Inside of API folder, I'll create one file, something called main.py, whatever. You can give any name. It's your job. You can give main.api or app.py, whatever you wanted to give. And let's suppose if I'm going to write one function, add def add, and I'm going to add two number and subtracts multiplication division. Sorry. And don't worry, this whole code I will share with you. Add, subtraction, multiplication, division. That's all. We created this job, created this function. How I can call this function? If underscore underscore name, and I'm doing these things. That's all. And if I'll execute, how to execute these things? Open terminal, press Control J. To open the terminal, what I did, Control J or Command J. In my Mac, Command J. And here, what I have to run this application, right? I have to run this application. How I can run this application? Simple. Python. I have to go inside of API folder because I'm not in API folder. If I'll see API folders is there. So I can go CD APIs folder. Okay. And here I'll go, I can see main.py is there. I'll run this Python main.py. And can you see this? All the answer I got it. Okay, addition, subtraction. If I'll comment this, it's a simple. I'm going to just show you how APIs works. For that, I created a simple function. I think nothing new I did it. Now I'll run this application once again. So see, 2 plus 1, 3, 2, 1 minus 2 is minus 1, and then 1 multiply 2 is 2, and 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. I'm getting the final answer. This one is correct. Okay, we can do that. Now, I have to convert this function as an API. How we can do the conversion? Okay, so what I can do, I will directly select these things, and here is option called add to chat. Can you see this? Add to chat. As I mentioned, I will not write any single line of code. Everything will take care by the coding assistant. I am a subject matter expert. I'll use my expertise to give the instruction to my AI assistant agent. Okay, and that all the things it will take care. So here is something called add to chat option. Click on it, and you can see line number 1 to 11. Line number 1 to 11 got added in the chat. Can you see this on my right section? And here I'll give the instruction, convert these all functions as a fast API. Okay, fast API. I'm giving this instruction and I will chill. Okay, all those things will take care by my AI agent. Okay. So it is doing the changes. Okay, done. Almost done. Can you see this? Everything it does. Can you see this? It import all the library base model, number A and B, add. It converted this function as a add function, go add, and subtraction function subtract. And here is the option called post, and there is a couple of type of APIs are there called post API, get API, delete API, patch API, put API. Okay, all are different function types are there. So if you, again, I'm going to give a brief light on it. What is this function type? What is this API type? Post API, post function we use generally when we have to write something in our database. When we have to write something in our database, we use post API. When we have to fetch something from database, when we have to fetch something from our database, we'll use the get API. When we have to update something in our database, we'll use the put API. When we have to again update, there is a patch and put is generally used for it. And delete function is used for to delete the entry something from the database, then we'll use the delete function. Okay, we can convert this as an API. What I can do, I have to run this application, right? So in order to run, it's also along with the main.py, it also created something called requirement.text. What is requirement.text? Just try to understand this requirement.text is majorly to run this application. I have to install something called third-party library, right? So this is called FastAPI. We need to install UBCon. We need to install Agentic. Okay, so in order to install those things, what I can do, cd dot dot, because my requirement.text is down is in the root directory. So here I will do pip install hyphen r requirement.text. Okay, everything will get installed here and our job will get done. And don't worry, this whole code I will commit into your repository. I'll share with you. Okay, so it is getting installed. While it is getting installed, I'm committing the code. How to commit the code? Observe this part, huh? Very much important this is. Okay. So click on this option. Can you see this option? Hello, hello, hello. This option. Can you see this third option? Click on it. And here is the option called what are the files you wanted to commit. So I can see requirement.text, click on plus symbol, main.py, click on plus symbol and send a message. Added the fast API, added the fast API commit, and I will do git push. In order to do the git push, I will simply go inside of my terminal. As in one terminal, something is getting installed. So I can create a new terminal by clicking on plus symbol. And here I can do git push, git push. Okay, it will do the git push, done. And if I can go at the same time, my repository, where is my repository? And if I will do refresh, all the files you must see here. Can you see this? All the files are there. Okay. You can see this API folder, and inside of API, we have a main.py, we have requirements. So all the changes, whatever I did it, you can see here. Done. Okay, now I have to show you by running this application, right? It got installed. Did it got installed? Let me check it out. Okay, it throwing some error, no problem. Okay, it is throwing some error while installing the library. It's expected. Why it is expected? Because I am installing on my base environment. So now I'm going to show you creation of environment. Okay, the next topic is creation of environment. How we can create it. First of all, do this much. Okay, I'll pause here for another 5 minutes and do this much. Just copy this code into your local machine, and then I'll show you how to create a separate environment. Okay. I'm pausing here. Just do it this much and then let me know. Hmm? If you guys are not able to use the cursor, there is another option. Copy this code. Okay, I change it. Acha, no problem. I'll do one thing. Copy this entire function and go to your chat GPT. If you have a chat GPT access, that is also doable. Go to your chat GPT. By the way, chat GPT Go is free. Okay, for everyone. Copy this. I just found that something cursor is not doing for the free account. So if you are also facing this problem, then copy this function, whatever function we wrote it, and copy this here, and all this function you can copy here. Plus, what you can do, you can ask to your chat GPT, convert this function as a fast API. Convert this function as a fast API. Okay, done. Yes, it is doing all those things similar what it did. Okay, so you can also copy this code from here and you can run it. That is also option. Either of the way. If cursor you are okay, if you have a cursor account, you can create. If cursor is not doing, then use the chat GPT. Okay, now I'll show you how to run this application. Yes, are you guys doing with me? Hello. If you guys are doing with me, just let me know. Then only I'll stop. Otherwise, I'll keep continue the things so that you guys can watch the recording and do the job. Hmm. Okay, cool. So yes, I will continue with this. Now I'll show you creation of virtual environment. What you can do, I'll clear my screen. Now I'll also create a readme.md. Okay, here readme.md may what you can do, you have to create a something called create a virtual environment. Create a virtual environment. Virtual env. Okay, how to create a virtual environment? There is a number of way. Way one, what you can do, way one here, something called the command was virtual virtual env, or you can give any name, virtual env. This is the one of the command. Way two, you can create environment by this command as well, python -m, whatever suits you, python -m, v and your env name, anything, env name. You can give anything, which is fine. Now, way three, which I always like, way three, using conda. Conda, create -n, create -n, your env name, env underscore name, any name you can give. Then here you can mention Python, whatever version you wanted to install, Python 3.11, Python equal to, there should be no space, -y. This is the command. You can use it to what we call run your app, create your environment. So I'm going to create your environment. Sorry, command Z. I'm going to create your environment with this. Okay, how you can do? Just conda create and your env name. Here is the env name, and I'm giving the env name called nibda. You can give any name. Okay, nibda and Python 3.11 -y, and it will create my conda create. Oh, create ka spelling is mistake. CREAT, create. So now it is fine. It will work. Okay. So it is going to create the environment. Now, let me also commit this readme.md. I keep committing these things so that you guys can check what command has to be executed. Okay. Updated readme. Updated the readme.md. Commit. And I will do the push. First of all, let me activate the environment. I'll activate my environment. Now you can see instead of base, I have a nibda. Okay. So if you are able to see nibda environment, it is correct. Now, how to activate how to install the package? Now, simple pip install -r requirement.txt. And also I'm going to write is next to install the library. Next, install the library. So simple command pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay, this is the command to install the library. Whatever will be in the requirement.txt, it will do that. Updated readme. MD commit. And here I will do git push. So see, this time it got installed all those things. So here I am going to do the git push so that you guys can see my all the changes into your repository. If I can go to your repository, there is that repository, here we go. And if I will go my nibda new and see, can you see this? My readme got updated, all those things, whatever I wrote there, it is visible here. Okay, all the files is also available. Cool. And we also able to install our library. Now, how to run this application? Simple. Python. We have to go first in API, cd api.py, APIs, and then here I can write Python main.py. And where we go, it will get, if you can see, it will run in 8000 port. And if I'll open this, open, and you can see .docs. I will go docs folder, and you can see I have, this is called Swagger UI. Here you can test all the APIs. Here I will pass A ka value 3, B ka value 4, and I will execute, and you can see I got a result called 7. Okay. Similarly, if I have to test call subtraction method, you can do that subtraction method test as well. A ka value, B ka value you can pass. If you want to do that, just click on try it out. And here I'm going to pass my A ka value called 7 and B ka value called 2. Okay. And if I'll execute this, and I'll get a result called 5. Okay. Similarly thing, you can do the multiplication. Okay. And here I'm going to write try it out, and here I will pass something called 2 and 2. Okay, 2 to ja 4. If I do that, I'll get a result called 4. Similarly, if I have to go with the division, yes, here we go. Click on try it out, and here I will do something called 4, and here I will something called b is equal to 2. What will be the output it will give me? If I will do something like this, output should be 2 because 4 divided by result is 2. Now here is the option. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to make it 0, and then I will execute. See, it is throwing me divide by 0 is not allowed. This is giving the customer error as well. Okay, so these are the things you have to do. Okay, so now let me commit these changes as well so that you guys, okay, no changes are there. Okay, everything is running. Okay, so please run this code. I'll pause here for another 5 minutes so that you guys can understand. This is about the fast APIs, guys. Okay, now I'll jump into the agentic system, but first of all, just try to understand. I can make a bit complex agentic fast API as well, but for now, just to make you understand what is API, this is the API. Okay. Yeah. I'll be pausing here. Just let me know in case if you have any question. And all the code has been shared in the GitHub. Okay. In order to access the API, what you can do, you can simply just run this. This is called Swagger documentations. You can run this. Yes. Okay. Just do it quickly. I have not done anything. It's all the things is getting done by my AI assistant. Okay. Now, this is about the API. Now I'll show you something called classical machine learning. How we can rely on agentic system to do a classical machine learning thing. Okay. Hmm. Okay, all the code has been shared to your GitHub, so you no need to worry. Yes, yes, Ujjwal. So is it your fast API is running? Can I get a quick confirmation? Is it your fast API is running? Server is running? Then only you can see. Yes. Is it your fast API server is this is site is no what this site will only available when your fast API will run behind the scene like this. In my case, can you see this? I'm getting this kind of thing. Okay, means my APIs are running. Are you able to see this kind of thing in your VS Code or whatever, wherever you are writing your code? Yes. Tell me. Yes, it is running. Pakka it is running. If it is running, it should be visible. Okay, let me see. How can I check? Yeah, Pakka is running means it seems. Can you click on control and hover in this? You can see, right? If I'm going there, it's not saying something. If I'll click on control and then hover on this address, you can see it is getting allowing me to open the in the browser. Are you able to see this option? Hmm. Are you able to open this option? Hello? Let me see whether I can allow you to screen. Just a second. Visual Studio. No, I am not allowed to share it. Take your control. Okay. The current transcription has stopped. Why am I getting message? If I change your mind, you can start them again and I'm getting message. If you change your mind, you can start them again. What is this? Hello. Yes, so Joel, what is this? I'm not getting your concern. Recording and transcription has stopped. Is it? But I can see recording and transcription is going on. It is getting recorded. No problem. Leave it. That is something we'll take care. You will get a recording. Don't worry. Okay. Now, okay. Once this part has been done, you can create any logic. See, this is simple function. Whatever business logic you wanted to add inside of add function, you can add it. This is up to you. Now, I showed you how to create an API, how to convert this API. Right. Now, next is I'll show you at the same time. Let's suppose you build an API. You wanted to give this API to any third party. Okay. How you can give that? Okay. For that, we have to show you something called NGRock. We can install NGRock. Go to this platform and search for NGRock. NGRock. This is the website. You can go to the NGRock, get started for free. Mm. So if you can see in my, you don't need to remember these things. Again, I'm saying, I'm showing you additional thing, how you can do that. Okay. From here onwards, how you can do that. You don't need to remember everything, whatever I'm showing. Authentication broken. And here I will do 8,000 and run this application. And this is my application. If I'll go to the Chrome, if I'll run this application here and visit site, and you can see I am able to open my APIs. Can you see this? And you can also access my API through your machine. If I'll give you this URL. Okay, if you can open this URL, you can see. If you can open these sites, you can see. Okay. Okay, cool. Just confirm once if you guys are able to access this endpoint from your machine or not. And it's not about that your machine this application is running in your machine. It is running on my machine, but I share this instance on my internet. So that's what you are able to access my API through your machine. Okay, done. Okay, cool. We talked enough about APIs. Okay, now we'll shift our gear. We'll take a 5 minute of break here. Um, let's grab your tea, coffee, whatever you wanted to grab in 5 minutes. Come and we'll see. The next is called building a AI agent. Okay, before jumping to the AI agent, why it needed, that part we will see, and what is agent, those things also we'll see. So before that, we'll take a 5 minute of break. I'll start my timer. Actually, we can take a 7 minutes of timer. Okay, yeah, just go and complete your all the steps, whatever you wanted. Okay. 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 So hope you guys in 7 minutes you got a good nap, right? Let's start our next chapter, agentic system. Okay, this is very interesting topic. We are going to talk about agentic system. Let me share my whiteboard. We are going to talk about agentic system. How many of you aware about any idea about agents? What is agents? Any idea about agentic system? What do you mean by the agentic system?
Without much of the human interference, if much of the work is taken care by AI intelligence, we call it as a agentic AI, sir. All the
Okay,
routine
means
operations, what we are doing with the human interventions, if it is done with the intelligence, then I hope we call it as an agentic AI.
cool, awesome. That's the answer is completely not right, but partially right. But tell me one thing. Today's time, let's suppose you are going to the chat GPT and it's a long weekend are coming. Okay. Year ends are coming. US market is going to be completely on shutdown. All these things is going to be happen. What people will do, let's suppose we have a chat GPT. In chat GPT, let's suppose I have to plan for 5 to 6 days. Okay, I have to do a travel itinerary planning. Now, what I'll do, I'll go to my chat GPT and I said, okay, I have to go from Bangalore to Jaipur and plan my itineraries, travel itineraries. Will my chat GPT plan? Yes, it can. It can plan my itineraries, like it will say what are the flight you can take, where you can stay, and what are the places you can visit in Jaipur. Whatever things is available in ChatGPT memory, it can do. It will give you the information, but it will not do the action behalf of you. Means what I'm trying to say, it can give you the flight details, might be right or wrong. As per the common, it can say commonly, you can take a flight, you can book a plane, you can take a flight, you can book a train, or you can go by car, whatever it is, it will give you the common ideas. And then it will also say what are the places you can visit, all those things it will say, right? But it will not take action behalf of you. Means what I'm trying to say, like let's suppose if you have to go from Bangalore to Jaipur, what I generally do, I'll go make my trip, I'll check the fare price of flights, then I will go Skyscanner, different website, Flipkart, Amazon, different website, and then I will check the price. And wherever the cheaper flight price is available, I'll book it and I'll take that flight. Once I will go, means it is giving me flight information, but it is not booking. It is not taking action behalf of you. Understand? It is not taking action. So flight or train, it is giving me information, but it is not taking action behalf of me. It is not doing something like a human type of action, like it is not doing the price negotiation. Understand what I'm trying to say, right? So it is not taking action. Means agent is what? Agent is something like an intelligence which can take action behalf of you. Simple. So it will book a ticket, it will do the price negotiation, and then it will book the ticket. And also whatever itinerary plannings are there, it will do due diligence, all those things. Means it will book the hotels, it will book the cabs, whatever wherever needed, and it will do that. That is something called agentic system. Means again, I'm repeating once again, let's suppose you have a chat GPT. Today we all have a chat GPT, and what we can do, we can give the chat GPT call instruction, and it will fetch the information. It will return me the information. But chat GPT today's world cannot take action behalf of you. That's a major problem in chat GPT. Then coming to the agentic system, what agent does, okay, just understand this part. You are giving the instruction, and ChatGPT is nothing but called LLM, large language models. You are giving the instruction to the ChatGPT or large language model. Instead of ChatGPT, you can use the Anthropic Claude AI. Gemini, Google ka Gemini, whatever models are there, it's called large language models. And what I'm trying to say, just try to understand, we are giving the instruction. We are also providing some certain tools. This is called tools. Tool 1, tool 2. Different tools are there. One tool job is to do the price negotiation. One tool job is to find the flights, right flights. One tool job is to do the payment. One tool job is to, after payment, what is next? Whatever things you wanted to do, flight booking, cab booking, hotel booking, all the functionality related, we have a tools. Now, you are connecting these tools. You are connecting these tools to your LLM, and LLM, what it will do, whenever it needed, it will call that tool, and this tool is nothing but it's called a function, and this function will get invoked, and this function will do their job, and it will get done by the LLM. This is called agentic system, and this we called as agent. Right? One agent, another agent, agent 2, agent 3, all are tools called as an agent. Hope you guys understood what I'm trying to say. Agentic system. Agentic system is nothing but like nowadays LLM cannot do the action behalf of you. That's what we are creating a function, and that function we are going to give the context to my LLM, and LLM will take the help of this tool, and it will perform the action behalf of you. Prakash, as you understood, right, what I'm trying to say? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. So we are going to build a system, something like this. Okay. Understood? Can we go ahead? Everyone is clear with this? I'll not spend much time on the theory as I mentioned, because you guys are aware about theory much better than me. I'll most will be focusing on called building something called practical implementation and all those things. But if you have any question, I'll share my LinkedIn profile as well. You guys can connect me, or you guys can reach out to the concerning connected RM, whoever are with you. You can check with him, and I'll definitely help you if you want to build something or is stuck at any point of time. But please focus in the class. Class focus is very much important. Okay. Let me share my cursor. API part is done. I'm going to create one folder called Agentic System. Agentic System. Agentic System. SYSTEM. Okay. Before that, what we can go? We can go to our favorite friend called ChatGPT, and I'll say the context. What I said, I'll do repeat once again. I have a holiday. I have an holiday from 22nd to 31st or 1st of January. 1st January due to so for the new year, sorry, for the new year celebration. Tell me what is the best place, plan my travel itinerary, please help me to plan. Please help me to plan my travel itineraries from Bangalore to Jaipur, just for example. Okay. And let's see what it does. Okay. Okay, great. Since you will free from 22nd, this is this. How to reach Jaipur to Bangalore? By flight, by train, by road. It gave all the instruction. First 20, see, day 1, 22nd December, travel and arrives to the Jaipur. Morning, take a flight from Bangalore to Jaipur. Afternoon, evening, check in and rest. And night, stroll local market and Johari Bazaar, Bapu Bazaar. These are the places are available, by the way, who are from the Jaipur. You can understand. Day 2, what you can do. Day 3, what you can do. Day 4, what you can do. Day 5, all the plan it does, but it is not going to help me to execute. It is not going to help me to book the flight. It is not going to help me to book the hotels, right? This is the major drawback, what you can say in ChatGPT. Now I'll take a help with some function and we'll see how we can use it. But before that, okay, we understand the capability of ChatGPT. We also understand the limitations of the ChatGPT, right? We understood the ChatGPT limitations as well. Okay, Roshni, now are you clear with the agentic system? Okay, what ChatGPT capability and what agentic system is helping here? Right. Okay. Now, what I will do here, I will open one more thing. Here is called platform.openai.com. Okay. I will do the login. Everyone can you guys please log into your platform.openai.com, because see, you are using called ChatGPT platform. You're using what? ChatGPT platform, but you're not using ChatGPT API. Okay. So everyone please sign in with your Gmail and open this link, platform.openai.com. Okay. So I would request everyone, here we have to add some fund in the sense of, see, right now I have $4 here in this, so that I can access my I can access my OpenAI APIs. Okay. So what you can do, you can add a bare minimum price, like add a credit balance called $5. $5 is nothing but like a 490 or around 500 rupees. So you can add the credit. This is the one of the option you can do that. Or else, if you don't want to do, you want to go with a local subscription, what you can do, go to the Grok. But I would request everyone, please add $5. It's a bare minimum charges with which you can learn many things. Okay, just it will help you to access the ChatGPT APIs. Okay. Just go to the platform.openai.com and just add $5. That's all. Now, once you are done, what you can do, click on API key. And here you can see I have a multiple API, which is fine. You can create a new API as well. I am going to create API Nipta. You can give any name and I'll create API. Okay. And this is the API key with which I can access my ChatGPT API from my code. Okay. Done. Everyone is able to create this much of thing. Yes. Everyone is able to do that. Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this is my API key. Now what I'm going to do, I will go here and create a new file .env. And this .env will be your secret manager, secret key. All the secret key will keep here. All the secret key will keep out here. Okay. Now, just observe this part, what I'm trying to say. Hold for a second. I think someone has unmuted, is it? Yeah, whoever is there, please mute yourself. Is this something? Thank you. Okay. Now what I can do, everyone is able to do this much. What I'm asking, create your API key and store here. That's all. Okay. So everyone create your .env file and store this like OpenAI key, and this is your API key. Why I am keeping inside of env? Because I don't want to commit these changes into my repository. Because if I'll do this, no, people can start using my API key and the cost will come into my pocket. So I don't want to do these things. Okay, that's what I kept inside of .env. Now I will go in OpenAI. I'll show you one file. I'll create one file called OpenAI API exploration. Explode .ipynb. Okay, let me show you. I'll select my kernel Python environment, and here you can see NIFTA. Can you see this? NIFTA environment is showing. I'll select that. Again, I'm showing you once again. Click on this, click on Python, select another kernel Python environment, and you can see whatever environment name you created, you must see here. Right? In my case, NIFTA is selected. I'll click on NIFTA and that's all. Done. Okay. We are done. This much. That's all you have to do. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to import a couple of libraries. Import OpenAI, but for that I have to install OpenAI. OpenAI, because OpenAI is not there. So I'll install OpenAI inside of this. I'll just keep inside of requirements, OpenAI. Okay, next what we need a python.env. To read from the environment variable, we need something called python.env. This is the package. Okay, this is the package we need to keep inside of requirement.txt to read from the .env, and I'll install this. I'll install these libraries here. I'll close this server, clear my screen, and here I will install again because new packages we added python.env and OpenAI. So here I'm going to do pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay, I am in API, so cd dot pip install -r requirement.txt. I'll install a semicolon. I put a semicolon after install. Now it is getting installed. Okay, so all those things has been installed. Now what I'm trying to say here, just observe this part, huh? I'll go my OpenAI exploration, and here I will search for OpenAI. This is done, and then import OS, and then .env load.env. That's all. Install kernel, because first time it will install IPY kernel. So it is installing. It's a first time job. Whenever you will create a separate environment, it will first install IPY kernel. Okay. Okay, it installed. It installed. Okay, still it is installing. Wait. Now it is fine. Can you see this? My kernel, my environment got read. Now, if I will show you to read API key, and see my key is inside of this variable, right? If you can see my .env file, my key is inside of this open API key. Okay. Now, if I'll go open API key, this is that. And now if I'll print API key, in a series, I am getting this API key. Okay, so I am able to read from env, that's well and sure. Now what I can do, I'll initiate my client, OpenAI, OpenAI.client. OpenAI client, and here is the API key and client is this. 1 minute. C capital. That's fine. And if I will do the chat completion, CLINT client dot chat completion create hello, how are you? And I will do collect this inside of response. And this is that I'm using OpenAI API key and it is sending my API key code, this one. And if I will check my response and see response, hello, how are you? Message is hello, I am a program, but I am here to ready to help you. How can I assist you today? Something, but it is coming inside of message, right? So what I can do, response, and we have a something called chat completion, right? So response dot choice, which is inside of choice, response dot choice, command jet choice, choice message dot content, and see I'm getting this final answer. Hello, I send a message, hello, how are you? And I getting the option answer called hello, I am just a programming program, but I am here to ready to help you. How can I assist you today? This is something response is giving. It's like a chat GPT response. Like even you can go to this and ask the same question what we ask here, right? What we ask here. Okay, let's ask the same question to the chat GPT API. It's like a API, just an API. And here, hello, how are you? Ki jagah pe I will pass this message and I'll see what is happening. Okay, till here, any questions, guys? Just let me know. See, if you will not ask, then it is very problem for me to identify where is the problem. Okay, so you have to keep asking the question. So see, that sound like a wonderful trip. Here is the suggested item. Can you see this? It's the exact same answer what you get. So it's called Markdown. And if you can go to the Google and search for Markdown viewer. And this is my Markdown live preview website, which I generally use to preview my Markdown. And can you see this? This sound, it's like an awesome chat GPT answer, right? 6 to 7 day, what you will do, 6 days, 8 days, what you will do. Everything, it's like a chat GPT response. Can you see this? It's a simple, right? Hope you guys understood, right? How you can ask the question to the chat GPT and at the same time, how you can ask the question through your API, through your program. Okay, so we are good till here. Cool. Are we good till here? Everyone, let me push this much of code so that you guys can also try. Git commit OpenAI integrated OpenAI. Okay, commit and git push. Also, I will commit requirements, updated requirement. Commit and git push. Okay. So whatever question you are asking from ChatGPT, you can also ask with your ChatGPT API. That's the agenda. Okay. Yeah. Now, this is not an agent. I just showed how you can call the ChatGPT API. Actual मजा तो अब है, ठीक है? Now, we are going to explore called LangGraph. Okay. So understand this part. We are going to build our agentic system. No need to remember any concept, any code. Everything will get done by the cursor. So what you have to do, first understand the concept of LangGraph. Why we are going to do. Why we are going to learn agentic system? I think I addressed that question. Now, why LangGraph? If you will search agentic framework, no, in market, there is a n number of frameworks are there. Very first called LangChain, everyone popular, LangChain. Even there was a time when it was a very popular framework for me as well. Second is called LangGraph. Now it got deprecated for agentic system, not for all. For agentic system, it got deprecated. LangGraph, third is called AutoGen. It's Microsoft product. Microsoft. Fourth is Google ADK. Again from Google ADK, Agent Development Kit. It's from Google. Anything is coming from Google, you can trust, right? Then fifth is called LiveKit. Again, there is a different type of frameworks are there. Do we need to learn everything? No, answer is straightforward. No, you don't need to learn everything. You have to be perfect in one of the framework, either of the framework. Okay, LiveKit. Then we have something called Pedantic AI. Pedantic AI, yes. AI. Even OpenAI released their agentic framework. It didn't become a gain that popularity, but it's fine. But we are going to see called LangGraph. LangGraph. Okay. Today's class, we are going to focus on the LangGraph. And trust me, if you are familiar with the LangGraph framework, you don't need to remember any other framework. Okay. How it works, just try to understand. See, you can build an agentic system. Agent is what? Function, right? And function, when to call which function, that is something is getting done by the intelligence, right? If you ever coming from the data engineering background, there is something called ETL pipeline, right? Extract, transform, load. What do you mean by the ETL pipeline? If anyone is aware about that, what is the ETL? Sorry, extract, transfer, load. What we are going to do, we have a something called source database. 1 minute. Okay, we have a something called source DB. We have something called destination DB. Okay, source database say we are collecting the data and then we are doing the processing. What type of processing? Let's suppose if the amount is coming in dollar, then we are converting in rupees. The logic is different. If the amount is coming in ruble, then logic to convert rupees is different. This is type of conversion you are doing. You are doing the adding the rule and then finally you are converting these things into your destination database. This is our destination database, right? This is our destination database. And once we are able to reach to destination database, this is something called ETL pipeline. Now here also in Google ADK, we are doing the similar kind of stuffs. What we are going to do, what are the different components of there in LangGraph? LangGraph, different components. Don't worry, all the handwritten notes, you will get it. LangGraph, different components. What are the different components are there? Number one, which is heart of any agentic system called state. Now, I'll talk about it, don't worry. Then we have something called node. Then third is something called edge. Age is again two type of age, conditional age and normal age. We'll talk about later on. Age. I think this is more than enough. The three major components are there in LangGraph called state, node, and ages. How these things is works. State is something called unified memory. Unified memory. Okay. So we have a something called node 1, node 2, and node 1 needed some input, right? So it will go to the state and it will fetch the input, perform the action and return the output, right? Output, and that output again we are going to store inside of state. Similarly, node 2 needs some input. It will take from the unified memory called state, process the input and get the output, and finally it will back to the unified memory called state. So that way LangGraph works. let's focus on that, how the implementation works. Okay. Okay. Let me focus on implementations part, right? So let's jump into the coding segment. Let me load these things. It's not needed. This is also not needed. Huh. First of all, I'm going to create one file, new file, LangGraph. .ipynb. Don't worry, we'll get a break once agentic system one framework I'll explore, I can complete, then I'll take a break. Okay. Select the kernel again, nibda, code. And here I'm going to create call from typing extension import typed it. Okay. Next, what we have to do, from LangGraph dot graph import state graph start and in graph, that is something. And next is from .env import load.env, and also we need we need a load.env. Load.env, that's fine. I think this is well and good. Okay, it's saying LangGraph is not defined. Let's install boss LangGraph, because LangGraph is not installed. So we have to install LangGraph again. Okay, we'll install it. Pip install with an R requirement.txt. Simply LangGraph is getting installed. Let it to be installed. You have to run just command pip install -r requirement.txt. And we are going to run it. Okay, my load environment, LangGraph, everything worked. Now next is what? Next, we are going to create a state. Okay, what we are going to do? We are going to create a agent. Understand this part, huh? In a better way. Just understand this part, what we are going to do. We are going to create an agent. Agent one is called basic description. This name is called basic description. Basic description agent. What it does, whenever you will pass any product name, it will bring the basic description of the product. Then agent 2, based on the basic description of the agent 2, what it will do, it will find the feature of the description, feature benefits. So feature benefits is generally like whatever product you pass. Let's suppose toothpaste you passed, Colgate toothpaste you passed. What is the benefits of these things? What are the features are there? Like it's a calcium, high calcium, salt free or salt with salt. All those features it will get added. Agent 3 is called marketing message. What you can put in the market. So that's what we call it as a marketing message. Okay, marketing message agent. And agent 4 is called final description agent. Final description agent. Final description agent. Okay, so if you can see, these are the 4 agent we are going to create. Okay, all agent having their own work. Agent 1 will collect the product name. You will pass the product name and it will fetch the basic description. Agent 2 job is what? Oh, Gemini 3 Flash came. Okay, good news. Gemini 3 Flash also rolled out while teaching. See, everything is getting changed very rapidly. Okay, while teaching only, they launched GPT Gemini 3 Flash. Okay, so good news, start using that part. So coming to the topic, agent one, let's suppose we are going to build an agentic system which will do the marketing of any product. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to pass the product name. Any product name you can pass, it will fetch the basic description of the product. Agent 2 is what? It will add the feature benefit of your product, what will help after adding this product into your daily routine. Agent 3 is called marketing message. Agent 4 is called final description. Final description will be combine all the agent work, whatever it does all those things we are going to pass to the final description agent, and final description agent will do these things and it will do their job. Means it will do, finally it will articulate the message to post into the market. So that is something you can also use this agent for your day-to-day life. Day-to-day life, like let's suppose you wanted to post something on LinkedIn, you can use this agent. You wanted to post something on your Instagram, Facebook, okay, you can create a post with this kind of agent. Okay, so this is the real practical implementations of any use cases. I just wanted to connect one use cases so that you guys can start work. Okay, so yeah, this is the idea that we are going to develop. And don't worry about the code. First understand the concept and then we'll do the slowly coding, no problem. Hmm. In 2025, coding is not a big skill. It's a waste skill. See, coding is important. I'm not denying that part. If you are a subject matter expert, that is more than that. कोडिंग तो कोई भी कर लेगा आज की डेट में. There is just so many assistant systems are available. You can make your code. If you are not able to put better instruction, how that coding assistant can work. So it's a simple. You should be a subject matter expertise. Okay. Now jumping into the coding part now. LangGraph tutorial. What I'm going to do, I'll initialize my OpenAI import. OpenAI import. OpenAI from OpenAI. Oh, sorry, OpenAI import OpenAI. And here I'm going to create my client is equal to OpenAI, and here I'm going to create my API key, OpenAI API key. And we have to also import called OS, import OS. That's all. That's all done. We are good. Now we are going to create our state, class state. And here I'm going to call type dict. And here I'm going to define my something called product name underscore name is called a string, product description, string, feature benefits is called string. Okay, we don't need these things, I think. Feature benefits, and then we need something called marketing message, and then something called final description. Final description string. This is our state. As I mentioned, state is our unified memory where we can create our all those things. Okay, just try to understand. Now I'm going to create my generate basic feature. So simple. I'll write all the code in front of you so that you guys can understand what I'm trying to do. Generate spelling same GNERATE. Okay, generate basic description. And here I'm going to pass my product name. But actually we should not pass the product name. We have to call our state here, because all those things is all the agent will take the input from state and return state only, not a string. It should be state. That's all done. And here I'm going to pass GPT-4o mini user client, generate a basic description of the product name. Again, ChatGPT can, that's all, return state. Here is the option, see product description. Whatever key you mentioned here, same key you have to store the response here as well. And this is my product description. Now, similarly, I will create a one function called def generate feature benefits, and this is the things state and feature. See, automatically my cursor is doing all those job. Okay, I'm not doing anything. Generate marketing message, simple, generate marketing message, and marketing message, the same key what you kept here. All those things is done. Then there is a something called final description. Done. You are getting all the product name and generate a final description. Actually, final description, you understood, right? This is your marketing message, final description. And you are giving the role, content, generate a final description of the product name. Okay. Okay. So final description. So instead of doing like this, GPT-4o mini, I can go to the message, and here I'm going to change something. I'm going to keep something like this. Just observe this part. Role, you are a helpful assistant to polish the product description, and then I'm giving the product call this prompt, user prompt, polish the following marketing description and marketing message into the final description. That is basic description, marketing message, and all those things you are going to do. And this will be the your what we call general description and final description response state. That's all. We are done. We are able to do this much of thing. We created all those agent to doing all the sort of things. Now I'm going to create my workflow. So workflow is what? Just try to understand, huh? Here, if you can go to the diagram once again, what we are going to do. Again, I'm repeating again this part so that you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. We have something called node. This is called start node. Start node. Start node may you are going to pass called what? Product name. Product name. It will pass this product name to what? Another node called what? Feature benefit or something, what we can say. It's like add feature benefit. Feature benefits. Feature benefits. Similarly, we are going to add feature benefit, and then feature benefit ke baad it will go to the another node, something called add a marketing message. Okay, create marketing message. You can write like this, marketing message. And then here is the another agent called final description. See, can you see this? Iska output, isko input, iska output, isko input, like this. And then final description we are getting, and we are going to conclude our graph end. That's all. This is the job we are going to do. Okay. So for that, first up, I have to create a node, right? So I'm going to create my workflow. Build workflow df. Build workflow. Okay, we are going to initiate our state graph. State, add a node. See, can you see this? Generate basic description, generate feature benefit, generate marketing message, generate this. We create a node. Will not return this. What we can do? We can create now edges. Nodes has been created, but we have to connect these nodes, right? So I'm going to add the edges. Add the edges. And how to do the edges add? Simple, generate basic description, start. It will start from here, and generate basic description ka output we are going to pass as a generate feature benefit. And then generate feature benefit ka output we are going to pass as a generate marketing message. And generate marketing message ka output we are going to pass as a final description. So those are the things we have to connect. Okay, end, and this will be my workflow. No, not workflow. We have to compile this workflow. So workflow dot compile, and that's all our workflow. Now we created our workflow. Okay, we created our workflow. All those things is done. Okay, this we have to keep here chain. This we can return. Done. We are done. Now I'm going to ask a simple question, product name. See, I'm going to start my product name called Smart Fitness Watch. And I have to initialize my state, right? Because which product name has to be passed. So here I'm going to define state, product name called product name, basic description will be null, and feature, all those things is null because these things will get filled by the other region. And here I'm going to define my chain dot invoke state and result. Now if you can see, it will give you the answer. Okay. What happened? Some error came. Basic description during the task name generate final description. Key error. Basic description. DESCRIPTION. Is it a spelling mistake? Product description. I made it product description. Okay. Okay. My bad. My bad. Hmm. Children, 1 minute. Pasting the product name. And here is something called basic description. It should be product description ki jagah pe. You have to keep it as a basic description. That you missed it. Small mistake will make you everything. Marketing message, and this is all about that. Now try that. It is running. Just hold on. We got this. Okay. We got the final description, right? And if you want to visualize the graph, how the graph it is working, so you can also visualize like this. Can you see this? I will show you. See, start, generate basic description, generate feature benefit, generate marketing message, generate final description, and end. This is my graph has been created, and this is the workflow right now. Now, this is okay. I'll share this notebook. Just try it out by your own so that you guys can understand what we are going to do. Next is I will build with this as application, final application. Added the LangGraph. LangGraph code. Commit and go to your GitHub. It will be available. Git push. Okay, simple. Done. Now I am going to convert this as a final application. Final application in the sense of what I'm going to do. I'll take a help with the chat GPT. Okay. I'll not do by my own. What I can do, I will copy this, go to my chat GPT, paste it here, all the cell by cell. I'm going to just take a help with the chat GPT. How you can use the chat GPT to bring a final application. Okay. Now what I'm going to see. So add this logic inside the streamlit inside the streamlit app so that I can show I can show the lightweight UI. So the lightweight UI, like GST lightweight UI. Okay, let me do that. And let's take a help of Chat GPT. Okay, yeah. Final description and finally Streamlit app. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just hold for a second. Okay, so give me the final script. Give me the final script. So one line of code, ekdam simple. See, it does all those things. Okay. Now, observe this part. Done. Now what I can do, copy paste this code and I will go to my cursor and inside of this I'll create a file called app.py. Any Python file. I'll paste it here. And now I have to install something called Streamlit because Streamlit is not installed here. So what I can do, I'll copy this and I will go to my requirement.txt and I'll paste it down here. And here I'll do pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay, Streamlit will get installed. Now I have to run this Streamlit app. I have to run this Streamlit app, simple command. I'll keep adding these things, huh? Run Streamlit app. Run the Streamlit app. We can go run it. Streamlit run app.py. App.py. Any name, any application name. Python script. Script. Okay, done. Script. This is the okay. This is done. Okay, cool. We are good till here. Now what I can do? Now I'll run my Streamlit app. So for that, I have to go inside of API folder. And here I can run Streamlit run app.py. API folder mein, okay, agentic system, sorry, not inside of API, sorry, cd cd agentic system, and here I'll run Streamlit run app.py. App.py, and you observe the beauty. Yes. And here I will write smartwatch. And see, nice UI will get generated and all the things, boom. So you can see what are the agent is getting called. Multiple agent is working together and getting you nice product description generator. Okay, I can deploy as well, but not a problem for now. Let it to be like this. It is generating behind the scene. Okay. Yes. Can you see this? Final product description, Smartwatch Pro 2023. Product description, this. Key feature is this. Conclusion is this. And elevate your everyday with the Smartwatch Pro 2023. And it gave me the very nice UI, right? Okay. So you guys can also do this, right? So I'm committing these changes so that you guys can do by your own. readme.md requirement changes, all the changes I took, added the Streamlit app. Commit, git push. You can run into your local machine. Instruction has been given to your readme.md. Right? Are we good till here? Hello. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Okay. Can we take a 5 minute of break and then I'll show you stock analyzer application with the help of LangGraph, how you can analyze any stock. So from tomorrow onwards, you guys can use your own stock analyzer before buying any stocks. Okay. So that is the things I'll show you. Okay. Next, another segment. Okay. Do you think it's interesting going on? All the things is good. So see, I know I'm until unless if you guys cannot able to do by your own hand, it is very hard to accept it. You have to do it. Okay. So that's what we are pushing all the codes and all those things so that offline you can try it out by your own and you can make this understanding. Anyways, if any point of time, if you face any problem, just let me know. I'll be here. I'll be here to help you. Okay. Cool. Cool, then let's take a break of another 5 minutes and then we'll jump into the another segment. Okay, 5 minutes timer. Actually, we can take a 7 minute. Cool. Okay. Hello everyone, are we back? Cool. Now let's jump into the implement. Yes, thank you, Joseph. Joseph M. From where are you?
Chennai, sir.
From Chennai. Okay, cool. So, fine. Let's begin our next segment where we, okay, everyone, can I get a quick confirmation? Are you guys able to connect with the real-time implementations and all those things? Is it showing interest or something making bore? I can make it more interesting. Don't worry.
No, sir. All good, sir.
All good. Awesome. Awesome. What do you do, Joseph?
Sir, I'm a lecturer.
Okay. Which college?
Shivnana University, Chennai.
Understood. Understood. Nice. Awesome. Okay. So now, as I mentioned, now we are going to build a real-time application called stock analyzer application where we will do stock analysis. Okay. Any stock, we can start analysis. Okay. With the help of LangGraph. Cool. Let's jump into that. Okay, cool. Just a second. Okay, for that, we already aware about something called APIs, something called for OpenAI. We share recordings. Yes, recording, you will get it, Rituraj. You will get the recordings. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll create a folder called stock analyzer. Stock analysis. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to talk about few more things. See, ultimate job is what? Next segment is called model context protocol. Okay. So we'll talk about all those things. First of all, in order to analyze the stock, what generally we do? Tell me. Let me say, ask you one question. Let's suppose tomorrow you have to buy a Tata motor. What you will do? Let's suppose tomorrow you want to buy a Tata motor. What you will do? Let's suppose tomorrow you have to buy a Tata Motors. What you will do? You will go to the Grow or something, any application like a Zerodha or whatever broker platforms are there. You can go there and you can search for Tata Motors and you will see their past history, right? Past history, you will see if it is in the downside, then you will see, okay, now it will go up, right? If it is already down, then you will think, okay, now it will go up. And then this is the one thing, past history. We need something called past history. Next, what is, okay, I'm asking with you guys. Okay, what do you guys think? Okay, I think everyone is allowed to unmute. You guys can unmute yourself. Let's suppose you have to buy any share or stock, equity, tomorrow or Monday. Okay, what you will do? What you will looking for, like what are the indicators you will see, and based on that you can put a money. Yes, over to you guys, anyone can go ahead. This is very interesting, make it interesting, otherwise it will be a one-way communication, and one-way communication never become interesting. Okay. No one wants to talk. You guys are lecturer.
Yes, sir.
You can.
I am
Yes,
from
Sally.
computer science background. I don't have that much knowledge on stock, but we will go to your site and see to that which domain I wish to apply for, and the specific domain, what are the different companies that are offering me the highest rates or something like that. And then I can go for choose one option of the stock thing over there, and I will just invest my money. I think so.
Okay. Okay, I think you are very new in stock. Then in that case, every platform will give the same price. It's not like you will go and grow. So Tata Motor will be something different price, or Zerodha will be different price. Every platform has the same price. It's not a big deal. I think you are very new in this. I would request you start investing. It's a very, it's getting very late now. Okay. Anyways, anyone else? No one want. Okay. Cool. At least she tried. Thank you. See, what we generally do before buying any stocks, huh? Let's suppose we wanted to buy a Tata Motors. Okay. We'll see their past track, 1 year track, at least 1 year track record. Earlier, Tata Motor was at, when I know, the 12-week peak was around 1200 rupees. It was a peak price. Now it is getting trade at 400 rupees. Now tell me one thing, by seeing this track, 12-week high is 1200 and today is the price is around 400 rupees. Will it go up or down? What is the chances that it will go up or down? Tell me.
Sir, it depends, sir.
No. It depends. Yes, very good. What are the factors depends? Tell me.
Like it
Yes,
can
you
go
are right.
up or high. I mean, up or down anytime.
What are the factors? I'm asking you, what are the factors so that it can go up or down? See, we are going to build an agent,
Maybe
right?
the price, or something. It might. I mean, how to tell? I'm not sure about that. But if the value for that is low, it can go down.
So see, if 400 is there right now, it's trading, and the highest is 1200, the most of the chances that it will go up because it wants to try to reach at their peak. That's the one thing. Second thing, what is the market sentiment? Sentiment or current news. Matlab, let's suppose there is any rumors. Ratanji Tata got expired, right? Ratan Tata ji got expired. That is also a news which is going to set back to the Tata Motors company, right? That is also one of the reason that Tata Motor can come down, because this is the very sentiment and emotional connection news, right? So that make an impact to this price so that it can come down to the 400. Again, another thing, let's suppose any government or legal notice sent to this company, then also this will make a backfire to this company. So this kind of news we have to read, right? We generally use to read this kind of news before applying the money. First thing is that by seeing this price at this level, I will put a money, no doubt, because see, it was at some time, it was trading at 1200. Now it is at 400. Obviously, it will go up. But at the same time, I will also check market sentiment, market rumors. What are the market is saying? Is it something, any legal notice or something, or any investor who are putting the money on the Tata Motor, they come out from there. So that is also can make them sit back, right? We have to check this kind of phenomenon. So there is a two thing. So if you can understand, right? In order to put a money or analyze the stock, two things is important. There is a multiple factor again, as I mentioned. There is a but major two thing is that what is the past track? Past track. Second thing is called what is the market, or you can say market rumors, okay, or current news. Current news. These two things, if we can analyze, then our stock has been analyzed. Understood? Are we clear? Yes, major probability may be going down. Roshni, major probability may be going down. Why major probability may be going down? What is that probability for you? Okay. Okay. So past track and current news. So past track of any stock, we will use the Yahoo Finance API, which is open source. Luckily, Yahoo Finance API. And for current news, we will use Google SERP API. Google SERP API. Okay. Google SERP API. It's like a Google search API, you can say. SERP API is also called as a search API. Like how you are searching in a Google, right? Same thing we can access through API as well to search anything about Google. Okay. Means anything about anything. Means go call this API, and it's a very costly API. We'll use these two API, one agent for getting the past track, another agent we'll build to get the emotion, sentiment of the things. And then we will build, finally, we will get this information, and call the third agent, which will get the final decision whether I should put my money or not. Okay, that is something we are going to do. Okay, cool. Let's start implementing these things into our code. Okay. Now what I can do is stock analyzer, and I will create a new file called stock analysis.ipynd. Okay, select a kernel. Again, I will do select a kernel. Nibda code. Okay. Hold for a second. Now, first of all, I will import a couple of libraries. What we did it last time, we'll import it, and also we'll initialize our OpenAI client, and we will create a function to conduct stock analysis. So here is the markdown. So function to conduct a stock analysis, step 1 for the agent. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a function called conduct stock. Okay, before that, I missed one thing. Just search for everyone SERP API. SERP API. Sorry. This is the SERP API. 250 searches. Not this one is SERP API. See, not SERP API. 1 minute. Just a second. This one. Serper API. Actually, its name is different. Serper API. Get 250 free credit. You can use this link, serper.dev, sending on the chat. You can create your API account. Okay, sign up, sign in. I will use my this account. Okay, so we have itna credit left. I can get the API key, copy this API key, and again I will go to this .env. Whatever keys are there, we can keep storing here. And this name will be something called SERP API. One minute. This name is something called SERP API. SERP API key. Okay. Now I'm going to do my stock analysis. Let me run once again this, and here I'm going to run my stock analysis function. And there is a one more thing called Yahoo Finance API, which will give you any stock ka past history. Yahoo Finance API. Okay, this is the Yahoo developer. Yahoo Finance APIs are there, which will give you any stock ka past history. Okay. Just a second. Okay, now let's jump into the practical implementations. Okay, now this time I'll rely on my cursor. Let's see whether cursor is helping or not. Okay, so I'll create a new chat. And here I will ask, create an agent which to perform the analysis, stock analysis. Okay, stock analysis. Here you have to create one agent which will one node. Instead of agent, I can say one node. Stock analysis in LangGraph. I'll also mention in LangGraph. LangGraph. Here you have to create one node for the Yahoo Finance API, Yahoo Finance API, which will take any ticker and it will take and get the fast track another node to get the current market news, current news using Serpad API, of Google. Oh, sorry. I should stop this. Conclude both the result. Another node will take the output from both the node and conclude the result whether user has to invest money or not. Okay, I am giving this instruction. You can also try sending over. Yeah. Stock data, news data. See it creating the stock analysis state. And it does all those things. No need to worry. Let's see what is going on. It is doing all these things. Let it to be, whether it is correct or not, we'll validate. That's what called subject matter expertise. I can see one mistake. It's already did it. It didn't create a state. Okay, it done. It did its job, I believe, but I think it missed the stock analysis state. No, here we go. Here it is. Okay. Let's see, test it. This part, how it is working. Model, Yahoo Finance. Okay, I have to install first. Click install. Click install. Requirement of text. Okay. It will install all the libraries. Mhm. So this is something called get stock. Still needs some time. So this is called moving average 50 day and 200-day moving average. Just checking. Name error is not defined. I was expecting this error should come, but this. So if this error came, what you can do, you can simply copy this and ask again to the your cursor. And we are also helping you to solve how to solve. See, I can fix it. As I mentioned earlier, only I found this issue. This issue was expected. Sorry, I moved to my Mac iPad. Very problematic. So here we go. I'll search this. This is the error is coming. Let's check it out. This is stock analysis state we have to define on top. It missed that. Oh. So it is going to fix it. Yes, see, it did it. Now it is fine. So to be run it, to be run this one as well. Now, SERP API key is not defined. Okay, is it? It defines SERP API key. Let me check it out. One minute, guys. Just a second. Okay. So data fixes, just a second. I think the API key was not right. Mm. Invalid update error. Ticker. So see, I can fix it, but I'm just trying to show you how you can use this platform to fix the issues as well. Okay. Okay. So I'm just trying to sort it out these things. Let's see. Okay, the OTP, the exchange agent. Sorry, my bad. To test this. Let's see. Hmm. So it is solving that issue. Let's see. Oh, now let's fix it. What is happening? Still, it is fixing the reduce the add concatenate string, but want to replace it. Let it to be fix it. Okay. So I'm just trying to show you how you can leverage on the AI to solve the issues as well. Okay, added a annotated and custom. Okay, now it is fine. Let me just do once again run this and keep cell. This is fine. This is fine. Let's run this as well. Let's keep cell and run this. This also oh, SERP API is not found. Why? We have SERP API. I don't know why it is not able to find it out. BD9. Let me just try it out 1 minute. Final, we can try. Just a second. I'm just looking for my SERP API. Server API. Search yes. Sign in. Why it is not working? Email address and password is invalid. Check KUR. Just hold on. I have my server API. It is working. Just a second. Using this API key. Hold on. Why it is not finding? Stock analysis. Stock. It is stock news. So for API, okay, let me hard code here only. For now, let's do this. And let me check it out. Now this is something doing. Apple stock this, company Apple, this, 50 days moving average, this stock, and in the conclusion, while AAPL shows potential growth in the current valuation, mixed institutional sentiment suggest a caution approach in warranted and holiday in stock and this. Okay, well, this is working. Okay, this is giving the graph diagram as well. Can you see this? Get a stock data, get a stock news and analyze, and then finally we are getting the final result. So yeah, we are able to develop these things. Now what we will do, I'll ask directly to my cursor to give me the final Python script to convert. Or let me do that. Convert this IPYNB file to the final application with lightweight UI. Lightweight UI. Wait. Lightweight Streamlit UI. I should mention that part. Lightweight Streamlit UI. Okay. Now see what is going on and we'll check it out. Okay. So yeah, you can see we can use this platform to do all the things, right? All the things, whatever in your mind. Any agentic system you want to deliver, you can do that. But many people think like, are these job is getting replaced? The answer is no. The jobs are not getting replaced. The definition of job will get changed. Definitely. Okay. Why it is not went? Okay, now it went. Sorry. Any questions so far, guys? Okay. So Streamlit app, it is going to create. Can you see this? It is creating all those things with the background, everything. Oh, oh. Okay. It seems like it is working now. What I can do, I'll copy this and I will paste inside of this. Yeah, it removed the hard coded and yes. Now review the next file. It added keep and also stock analysis app keep. Okay, so now I'll show you one more thing. Streamlit run app Streamlit. We have to go first inside of the directory stock analysis. And here I will run Streamlit run Streamlit app.py. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it is working. It is working. I'll analyze stock and it is fetching the news data. All those things is getting done by its own. I'm not touching anything. Yes. It's fetching the information and all these things. See, can you see this? A done investment. Oh, SERP again, it's not found in environment variables. SERP API. Okay. What I am pushing here. That's a reason. Sorry, my bad. I am not giving the right variable name. I think let me rerun this. Okay, you can search for any stock. Yes, and you can see fetch forbidden Google server dev.news. Error fetching the news 403. This is not right. Again, we have to do one thing. Just a second. We'll hard code for now. Okay, we'll hard code for now. OS URL. Let me see. Yes, we'll hard code this API key. And so now Google.serve, why it is not working? Get stock news. Extremely 1 minute. Stock analysis.py. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I think this should work. Let's see. Yeah, now this time it find top mortgage and all those things, investment recommendations, investment analysis, Apple and summary, current price. This one, if you can go to the Apple stock price, Apple stock price. If you can go see, can you see the 273.67? And if you can go to our application as well, 273.67. Can you see this is exactly same? And 52-week range is 168 to 63. Okay, and this is the range indicating sufficient volatility. And moving average and Warren Buffett. See Warren Buffett action. What is Warren Buffett is saying? Okay, Hathaway has sold a portion of the Apple stake, which may raise a concern about. See, this is the news. This is a very bad news. This is the big giant has sold their stock. Dividend yield notably high, 38%, which could affect income focus investors, and market cap approximately 4.06 trillion. Risk assessment, market volatility, and analysis divergence and dependence on iPhone sales, regulatory security, all those things is the problem. Investment recommendation, hold. See, it is saying what to do, hold, not to buy. Okay, so yeah, this is something stock analysis. You can analyze anything, whatever you wanted to analyze. Let me do one thing. Let me stock analysis, right? Stock API. I'll remove my key for now. You guys can do that by your own key. And let me commit these changes, okay? So that you guys can try it out. Added stock analysis file. We'll do the git push. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, I have done created your stock analyzer agent. Now you guys can try it out. It's a complete end-to-end stock analysis. So from tomorrow morning or Monday morning, if you want to try by your own stock analysis application, means if you want to get a stock recommendations or buying a stock, you can search this platform and you can check it out. Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. Now we build an agent, we build a stock analysis agent. Anything in your mind now it is coming like, okay, I wanted to understand your guys. Do you think anything is something which you can build with the help of agentic system? Feel free, let me know. I'll do in front of you. Okay. Yes. Mhm. Okay, cool. Now, next segment is how we can leverage on generative AI or LLM to build a classical machine learning solutions. Okay, I hope you guys are familiar with all the concept, and we'll see how we can use this platform to build any classical machine learning solution. Okay, is it interesting? Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Just complete these things first and then we'll, I don't know how many of you guys are doing along with me, but if you guys are doing, that's well and good. If not, then also just let me know. I think I can focus on the things, whatever we have. If you guys are doing, trying your own, just do it. It's very interesting. Yes, we'll hold for a 2 minute, and just let me know if you guys are able to see the code and all those things. Just let me know. Okay. 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 So yeah, another third segment has been completed. Now, as I mentioned, like next segment is how we can leverage on generative AI or LLM to do your classical machine learning problem solution end to end. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. So what are the things we have been covered? Just let me do a quick recap. Everyone should be in the same page. Just quick recap, guys. What are the things we have covered so far? We understood. Just a second. This is not charged yet. We understood how to create APIs. Number one thing we understood called fast APIs. Number two, we called OpenAI API. API build, API calling. Number three, we have seen LangGraph to build agentic system. Number four, we called stock analysis. Okay, stock analysis agent. Real time. It's all our real time stock analysis we have seen. So these are the application we have delivered in front of you. All those things, right? Next, what we are going to see, we are going to see build a classical machine learning solutions with the help of generative AI. Next, we are going to see build classical machine learning solution with Gen AI. Okay, are we good till here? All are practical, no theory, nothing, right? We are completely jumping into that directions. Okay, cool. Let's pause here for another 5 minutes and then we'll jump onto that last segment of the session. Okay, cool. Let's take a break of 5 minutes this time. It's sufficient. I need 5 minutes to get recharged. Okay, yeah. Now, last segment of the class called classical machine learning building. Okay. So we'll solve any classical machine learning problem. Okay. And let me create a folder. Classical machine learning. Okay. So what we are going to do, here only, I'll create a new chat. Build a classification problem. Build a classification algorithm to classify the fraud detection, fraud detection, take any public data, click, build a classification algorithm notebook, classify the fraud detection, take any public data, and evaluate all those things, evaluate the performance of the model, evaluate the performance of the model. Yes, and evaluate the performance of the model and get the score. That's all. And here do all the things in classical machine learning. We have no classical, yes. CLE don't have. Do all those things in classical machine learning folder. Okay, let's see how the things is getting done. So it does the planning. Okay. So we are going to leverage completely on generative AI. Okay. And I'm just trying to show you what kind of problem you can solve. So see, it is not about it is getting solved, all those things. Still the expertise is needed. I'm just trying to showcase because you already have all the experience. It is you already have the theoretical experience. Now the thing is that practical implementation, how you can do. That's what I'm going to show you all the platform with which you can with which you can get the practical implementations experience as well. If you have a subject matter expertise. See?
Sir, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
The prompt what you are giving here, sorry, I didn't join the initial 20 minutes actually. I don't know
Okay.
how the screen is inbuilt with AI. I'm very sorry to ask at this time.
No
Is it
problem.
GitHub get in prompt like this, sir? If you give like this, it will invariably generate the code in GitHub. Is it free for everyone?
GitHub Copilot, you can use it. Yes, you can sign up with GitHub Copilot and you can use it.
It's free for everyone, sir, or you pay it?
It's not free. I'll tell you. There are some instant is free. Means you can use some certain. Let me show you now. GitHub Copilot pricing. GitHub Copilot pricing. If you can see, free 50 agent mode chat request per month, 2000 completion. This much you can try. as a free. But beyond this, if you will go, then you have to pay $10. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is the pricing model. So free, you can get this kind of thing.
okay, sir.
Okay. So let it to be complete. It is still completing. Once it will get completed, then I'll show you what it does. And you guys are already, theoretical knowledge is already there. I'll also connect those theoretical knowledge here in the practical implementations, how the things is getting worked, so that you guys will be familiarized. And in case if something is not has done based on your expectation, how we can modify that part. That part also we'll see. Okay. Okay. Okay, done. It is done. So what are the things is done? Notebook fraud detection classification, IPYNB, data loading, generate synthetic credit card fraud detection, 10,000 sample with 30 feature with realistic class imbalance 99.5 is legitimate and 0.5% is the fraud, and can also load from the CSV. Exploratory data analysis, dataset overview and statistics, class distribution, visualization, transaction amount analysis by class, missing value check, and data pre-processing is what feature and target separation, stratified and train test split 80% 20%, robust scalar and outlier resistant scaling, and model training, three algorithm: logistic regression it tried, random forest and grid search, model evaluation, matrix accuracy, precision recall, confusion matrix, ROC, precision recall curve, classification report, five-fold cross validation, and perform comparison visualization. And six is feature important random forest and summary, final performance summary with best model, and updated, add all the required ML library into requirement.txt. These are the things has been done. So let's first install. Okay, everyone understood what it does. Okay, now I'm going to install the library cd dot dot. Here I'm going to do my things. Pip install. I'm gonna requirement.txt. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Installing all those libraries. So see, this is something is the new era of writing a code. Okay. Yeah, it's done. Now let's first start from beginning, keep cell, run this cell, what it does. So see fraud detection, this notebook, load, explore data, and here is something, import the necessary libraries. We are going to import the libraries. Seaborn is and matplotlib. These are the visualization tool. Matplotlib is also a visualization tool. All these things is done. Library imported successfully. Let me, oh, I have to select a kernel. Yes. So I hope pandas is for CSV, NumPy is for numerical Python, Matplotlib, Seaborn is for the visualization purpose, and sklearn is for is a framework which we are going to use. This is why it is taking this much of time to import. Library imported successfully. And now let me try this. What is saying data loading? We will use credit card fraud detection data set used for this notebook. We will generate synthetic data that mimic the real world credit card. And 10,000 sample we are going to create, feature 30, informative 15, and this. Okay. So now we'll create, it is getting done this DF, and we have a DF. Let me also try this DF. You can see amount is this one, time also given, and these are the features. These are the features. Feature in the sense of nothing but, like, let's suppose you are taking the credit. What are the transactions you are doing? You are buying phone, you are buying telephone, you are buying clothes, you are buying for Starbucks coffee, and all those things, right? These are all called feature. Now let's do the exploratory data analysis and data set info. We will check the data set info. Yes, if you can see, this is float, all are float values. And if you can see statistic summary, now we are going to see the statistic summary, and you can see we have all our 10,000, means there is no empty value present right now. Standard deviations for this row, standard deviation for time is this one, this, this. So you can check it out. There is a standard deviation, mean is this, and 50% percentile data, 75 percentile data, 25%, and maximum. This is that. Now, if you'll see the missing value, although so there is a something called pandas profiling, which can help you in a better way to visualize. No missing value are found. Now we'll see called what we called as a visualize the class distribution, how the class distributions has been done. You can see, can you see this? Legitimate customer is 99.5%, and only 5% customer are fraud. Can you see this? It's a very less customer are fraud. Okay, this is expected. Now if I'll run this, fraud, legitimate customer. Okay, that's good. Now data processing, how we can process the data. Now let's see, we'll create a X class and Y class. Means X data means accept class. We'll drop the class, and we are going to keep class as a Y axis. Whatever is class, we'll remove. Rest of the things we'll keep it as input, and whatever class is there, that will keep consider as a Y. And now I'm going to create, this is the feature. Now I'm going to create my Xtrain and Xtest data set with 80% and 20% split. We have now training Metna and testing Metna. Okay, now we'll use the robust scalarize means it's something called standardizations. How many of you know, like, what is the normal distributions data, normally distributed data, when the mean is 0 and standard deviation is 1, right? That is called normally distributed data. So we are going to pass our train data and test data to the scalar, and it will convert everything as a between means mean is a 0 and standard deviation as a 1. Okay, now let me show you model training part. And here is the 3 model we are going to train: logistic regression, random forest, gradient boosting. Okay, now let me run this model, and this is the model. We have to run this model, and here is the training the model. 3 model is going to be trained, and it will take some time. Let it to be trained. Yes, now it is getting training gradient boosting model. Random forest is done. Hmm. So gradient boosting is taking time. It's fine, it's expected. How many of you know gradient boosting algorithm, how it works? Is there any feedback link? I'm not sure about the feedback link, but yes, all model trained successfully. So you can see all the model has been trained successfully. Now I'll show you the evaluations. So let's do the evaluation. And you can see evaluation of logistic regression accuracy is 66%. Precision is 0.016%. Recall is this, ROC is this, okay? And evaluation for random forest is 99%, okay? And gradient boost is 98. So which one is better? Random forest. Random forest is the better model. Okay. Now I'm going to comparison data frame. I'm going to create a comparison data frame so that you can see all those things is here. Can you see this? All the random forest, logistic regression, and gradient boosting model is here. Now also we'll see the accuracy plotting. Can you see this? Logistic regression is down and gradient boosting is 98 and random forest is this one. And precision, if you can see precision, random forest is high. Okay, random forest is high, which is expected. Gradient boosting precision is this one. Recall comparison, recall may logistic regression is good. Okay, now if you can see F1 score and ROC AUC. Yes, random forest is winning everywhere except recall. Recall, if you are going to consider, then logistic regression is the good model. Okay, if we are going to consider the recall. Now configure the metrics for all the model. So this is our confusion matrix. And now I wanted to see the ROC AUC curve. See, you can see the ROC AUC curve for the linear logistic and gradient boosting. Okay. Yeah. Now precision recall curve for all the model. This is my precision recall curve for all the model. Okay, finally it is getting stable. This is fine. Now classification report, if you want to see for all the model, this is the logistic regression classification report, random forest classification report, and similarly we have a gradient boosting classification report. Okay, now we'll do the cross validation. How many of you are aware about the cross validation? Anybody? Hello, hello. Am I audible? Anybody is aware about what is cross validations? See, these terms I'm expecting you guys are aware about it so that I'm directly jumping into the algorithms. Okay, it seems like machine learning itself is theoretical concept is also a bit cloudy, is it? Anybody is aware about theoretical concept of machine learning? Hello.
Yes, sir, little bit, sir.
Cross validation, are you aware about it? What is cross validations?
I think we have set up or build a model in order to validate whether its performance is up to the mark or not. We will do some of the metrics. One of the metric is cross validation, I think, sir.
No, cross validation is not that one. Okay. So let me show you what is cross validation. If you can see this whiteboard and we have a training sample. First, hold on. So we have this sample, right? Here we have this is called data. This is called data. And inside of data, we are keeping 80% data for train and 20% data for test. If you are keeping the data like this, what will happen? Your model will learn this much of thing always, but this part will always is in the black box, and this pattern will never learn model. So in order to avoid this problem, what we are going to propose, we said, okay, we will train something like this. First iteration, this one. Second iteration, 80%, 20, 80 here. Third iteration may, okay. So we'll make it 40% here, 40% here, and 20% here. This is for test and this train. Like this, we are doing the different iterations so that model will aware about all the different parameters, right? So that is something called cross validations. Crossly you are validating. Okay, understood? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's the things we are going to do here. If you can see, we are going to do shuffle five time we are going to do the shuffling, and cross validations we are going to. This job will take some time. Okay, let it to be run, because every iteration it does all the job and validating these things. Okay, and it will find the best fold which you can keep for your train and test. Okay, it need a high computations machine, by the way. And with this, I will develop a complete software product. Just allow me some time, I'll show you. Okay, so it will take time. Okay, this because different cross for the different algorithm it is checking. Just a second, someone is at my door. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So it is done. Cross validation is done. Now visualize the cross validation report. So see, random forest is able to, okay, if you can see logistic regression, random forest and gradient boosting. If you can see 5 volt for gradient boosting is able to cover almost all those things. And feature importance, this is called feature important. Which features is important? Because we have a 30 features, right? And we might not need all the features. So V30, whatever 30th feature is very much important, then 24, then 18, then 6, 17, 6, 10, 20, 23, 16, 15, 25, 4, 22, 8. These are the features are very much important, and summary and conclusion we will see. So if you can see the final. So yeah, you can see the performance accuracy 98.99, 98.88 performance metrics for the best model. F1 by F1 score, gradient boosting is winning. Okay, and key insight, all models shows the good performance on the fraud detection task. F1 score is critical metrics for the imbalanced data set. Okay, So F1 score is the very much important. Why it is needed? Because see, you have a very imbalanced data set. Imbalanced data set in the sense of like we have a 99%. See, what will happen? Let's suppose you have 100 patient, and we are doing the COVID testing. Out of 100, only one patient is COVID patient. What will happen if let's suppose 99 you are identifying not COVID, and also 100% also you are identifying not COVID. What will happen if you miss one patient? You are nothing. You are not losing anything. Still, your model accuracy is 99%. Do you agree or not? Because you missed only one patient, right? And that was the only one of the patient that has to be examined, and you missed that part as well. So still your accuracy is 99%. So this is the scenario where F1 score is the very much important factor. Are you getting my point? Hello, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, this is, I showed you how you can solve your classical machine learning problem algorithms as well with the help of generative AI. Now, last but not the least one, I wanted to convert this thing as a full-fledged Streamlit application, because my things is completely end-to-end. Right? It's not a simple notebook. You create your notebook and your job is done. No, it's not like that. Once you created your notebook, once you completed your notebook, afterwards you have to convert this as a final application. So let's take a help with the generative AI and do these things, this job as well. Okay, so I'm taking the help now. Convert this notebook as a final application, as a lightweight Streamlit UI, as a lightweight UI. Lightweight, not lightweight, Streamlit UI, actually. Lightweight Streamlit UI. Okay, so then your final application will get done. So see, I try to cover all those things. What was your expectations of this class? How we are evolving AI in the field of IT domain. I know there are some things